Hello fellow gear horse. Today I have the Sword Australia APC adaptable plate carrier. Not familiar with Sword, they're Australian based nylon sewing company. Stands for Special Operations Research and Development. This is their latest and greatest plate carrier. It has tons of features and it comes with tons of accessories, so let's get into it. As you can see, it's a full MOLLE Pals compatible plate carrier. From the front, on the sides, skeletal cummerbund. On the back, plate bag, and back on the front. It also comes with several accessories. You can customize it adaptable to your mission, which is why it's called the APC. On the front here, we have a little bit of loop for a patch. Kind of wish they had a little more. The 2x3-ish is nice, but if you want to rock more patches, you need a little more real estate, but that's just a small little detail. Hidden in here is a admin pocket, and inside the admin pocket you have these elastic loops. So if you're going to put in your pens, GPS, multi-tool, etc., it all fits in there. And it's nice, it's super slim, so you don't have to lose your MOLLE real estate by putting an additional admin pouch on top of the plate carrier. And of course, when you put an additional pouch on top of there, it's also going to impede you from pulling your magazines out, which is kind of going to hit the pouch. You can also put in your comms in there as well. So if you see here on the sides, there are these ports here, so that goes out to there. So cable management is also done very well. Love that feature. Top. Your MOLLE Pals webbing here. You do have the authentic multicam printed webbing. This particular panel, which is removable, features 3 individual M4 mag shingles, elastic pulls, and the bungee tops. This is cut specifically for the SAPI plate. Here's a medium plate, so you can see it's pretty much cut just for the plate. If you have soft armor backers, you can also use those as well, as long as it's a SAPI cut armor backer. So even for a medium, it looks really small because it's cut so small, but it's cut to the size of the plate, and this particular one is cut for a medium plate. So other vests, I mean the IOTVs and whatnot, you may be used to seeing are much bigger. The plate's the same size, but the vest itself is a lot bigger to accommodate the soft armor. So this one's meant to be pretty much a standalone plate carrier. The top, you do get shoulder pads, and these are removable. So if you don't want to rock them, if you're not going to do extensive long patrols, you can remove them. Nice curve to it, plenty of padding in there, and everything stays in place. So when you're going to use this pad, it has the hook here, so when you put it on the shoulder, it stays in place and it won't slide or shift around. And having this nice, you can see here too, you also have these holes there for comms and cables as well, so there's plenty of cable management going on in the APC. Same here, you can see you have these loops here, and all of these will accommodate your cables, hydration, etc. Everything will have a place and won't be flopping around on you when you're wearing the APC. Shoulder pads obviously on both sides. On the back of the APC, you have a low profile drag handle, everything reinforced, stitched here. And if you don't want to use it, there's a little bit of hook and loop here that pretty much stows it into place right there. Full MOLLE backing. Right now I have the skeletal style cummerbund on here. To remove it, since the buckle is actually not in here, or it's not a flapped design, the buckle is actually in the inside of here. You just stick your hand there and squeeze, and it undoes the buckle. Now that's nice because you don't have to use a flap in the front, and some companies like to put the buckles on the side, but the problem with having the buckles on the side is that you lose that MOLLE PALS real estate on the side here. So this design, it has the buckle hidden underneath the MOLLE, so you still have your MOLLE here, and you're not losing any PALS MOLLE real estate on the side. So some vests are cool, they're low profile, and there's just a cool QD quick attach buckle here, but you're losing about 1 to 2 inches of a gap. So now if you're a slender guy, your first magazine pouch is pretty much starting almost under your pit. So having the continuous MOLLE PALS here is awesome to have. Now to show you the additional accessories it comes with, I mentioned configured here is the triple magazine shingle. You also get a standard, this will actually go in like that, so you get a standard MOLLE PALS panel as well. So if you have your own pouches, or if you're not using an M4 platform rifle, if you got a 308 or a shotgunner or anything else, you can switch it out and use your own pouches on this panel, and this removes pretty easily, which I'll show you in a bit. Same for the cummerbund. If you don't want the skeletal style cummerbund, it also comes with this elastic style cummerbund as well. This actually just pretty much wraps around like that. You have this elastic on the side, which allows you to install a magazine here, 2 magazines, or radio in there as well. Keeps it real slim, real tight. And when you buy this kit, it's about $500, but you get the plate carrier, the skeletal cummerbund, you get both shoulder pads, you get both panels, the shingle and the MOLLE, and you get 2 sizes of cummerbund, the large, extra large, and the small medium. And if you don't even want a cummerbund or anything on the sides, you can actually remove these guys here, and they also include the standard straps as well. So if you want a slick side with only the strap, doing some VBSS stuff or patrol work, or if you really just want to cut down the weight, you don't need all the additional accessories, you want a slim down plate carrier, then you can use the simple side straps as well. So let's get a little bit into more detail here. Let me go ahead and remove this from the mannequin. So like I mentioned, if you don't want to use the shoulder pads, they are completely removable, so you can ditch those if you don't want them. If you want to use the standard panel on the front instead of the built-in 3 magazine shingle, easy. You pull the panel off, and real quick too, these shingles are adjustable. Instead of a traditional shingle where you just tie the elastic off, you can actually pull up on here and you can move this guy up and down so you have more tension. So you don't need to pull anything out, tie anything off, you simply just adjust by moving that guy around like so. Nice tight tension. So let's go ahead and remove this panel like that. Take the shingle off. Just go ahead and install. Just like that. So now you have the standard configuration. And you do have a pass-through there as well for cables or anything else you may need it for. And this, you can adjust the cummerbund on the back and this buckle. If you do want a little bit closer, you can actually move this around too if you want to, but ideally I would think that most people would want to have the continuous MOLLE PALS real estate there and there, but that is adjustable as well. So next, let's configure the APC to its most base lightweight form, which we're going to utilize the standard side straps. So what you're going to do is go ahead and release the skeletal cummerbund. And here, kind of hidden back here, is this slider buckle, and you can actually just take the webbing. Might be a little tricky because it wants to get caught on the buckle, but so there's the first skeletal cummerbund. There's the second. So that's the skeletal cummerbund I just removed. And let's go ahead and install. I'm going to do it this way first. Let's install the standard side straps. Like so. That goes in one way, and these are YKK quality fabrics and buckles. Alright, let's close up this flap. So now we have this nice, simple, lightweight configuration. Plenty of MOLLE PALS real estate on top, skinny shoulder straps, and super slim on the sides for the cummerbund as well. Simple, patrol ready configuration there. Now for further adjustment besides just on the cummerbund to tighten it up, and you can see that gets really small. If you're smaller than that, you're probably not even alive. If you want to adjust the shoulders, you can actually get it into the plate bag here, which also features a quick pull tab. So that opens up the plate if you want to adjust your plate really quickly. Also reveals the Sword APC label, and you can, it's kind of hard to see, but let me go ahead and undo this. And you can see there the sides better. These are the shoulder straps. It's velcroed in place, so once you have a plate in there and sandwiched, that's not going anywhere. So you can adjust the level of length for your shoulders. So you can see this Velcro here is actually being utilized by the system back here to keep the shoulder in place. Very good design. And you can see everything here is reinforced and stitched the way it should be for any mil-spec quality top tier piece of tactical kit. On the inside, we do have some padding here against your body. Lighter weight fabric here against your body. So in the plate bag also has an opening here, so you can actually, if you wanted to, put in, I know some companies make slim first aid kits and hydration bladders and whatnot that do fit inside with the plate. So there are ports here, there are pass-throughs here that does allow your hydration items to go through there as well. And this pocket is fairly large to accommodate something else in there as well. Just like the front, this back panel is also removable. So you can actually take this guy off as well. So you actually do get two of these panels. They're actually the same. One for the front, one for the back. So on the back, you can change the panel out. I'm sure they're going to come out with several accessories that accommodate for the APC that fit on here. You can see there's a pass through here. This actually goes right into the plate bag right there. You can see this kind of rises up pretty large. Let me go ahead and put this back. Like so. There's a label, SORD, Sword, SwordAustralia.com. Really digging this plate carrier. I've always been a big fan of the slim cut plate carriers that don't have excessive amount of padding. They're not too large on the sides. They're cut aggressively enough for superior mobility. Okay, so let's go ahead and I'll show you the fit. I have a standard ESAPI here, medium, US issue. Gonna open this pocket up. You can see that hook and loop there is super strong, so you don't have to worry about your armor ever falling out. So I'll take my ESAPI, shove it in there. That's in all the way. Alright. Now this type of system is always a little tricky to try to, because it's sandwiched so tight and you're trying to engage the Velcro in here and it's really snug, so it's kind of a pain in the ass to shove that in there while not engaging the sides and trying to get everything in there perfectly. So I'll do my best to get this in there on the fly. This hook is burning my fingers. Now normally under standard circumstance I would take my time making sure I have a good tight fit, but I do wish these flaps were a little bit longer. You can see it's a little snug and there's still a bit of a gap there, and I'm sure if I take my time I can probably get this flap inside a little more, but it's pretty snug even for a it's designed for a medium, but being Australian I don't know what kind of size they use for their armor carriers, so if they're using a slightly smaller plate, I don't know. So for the American ESAPI, I do wish that flap was a little bigger, but again I didn't really take my time in shoving that in there, so it could be a little cleaner. So there is the APC with a plate, super slim cut. You can see on my body here it looks pretty small. I mean, it is a medium full-size plate, so that's generally what I always wear. So that's that. So next, let's go ahead and install the additional elastic cummerbund. So for this one, you are going to remove the full cummerbund and strap. So take that off. You're gonna pull this off, and this one, this part's adjustable as well. So if you want to, you can actually move this around. But for the sake of this video, I'm gonna remove this whole thing. So let's ditch that system. So now I remove the regular cummerbund. I'm going to go ahead and install the elastic type cummerbund. Now you're going to go ahead and open the back, and there seems like there's multiple ways of doing this. I'm not really sure what the correct way is without doing some further investigation, but it seems like you can actually remove this standard panel. You can take the elastic cummerbund, and you see there's two strips of hook there, and actually just place that just like so. And then the two front flaps we'll actually just go ahead and sandwich in like that. And then now you have your elastic type side cummerbund, so it kind of has some give to it so it'll move with your body. So alternatively, it also seems like if you want to, you can also take this and put it through these panels as well. Slide one end from one side and into the other, so it'll be underneath here, and that way you can still utilize your MOLLE panel on the back. So insert put this through here and through there, and then that would be underneath the hook, the loop, and that would close in there. So you still have your MOLLE and the elastic if you want to. Seems like another way you can do that as well. Or you can actually even, if you want to, even put this in like that, and you still have some Velcro engagement on the bottom as well, so you can rock it that way. So some modularity there, which is nice. You can decide how you want to rock your plate carrier. The one thing I missed was this panel. When I told you that it opens here, since this is all engaged here in hook and loop, you can actually put a mag in here or something else, a quick accessory. And that's what goes in through there. So a little modularity. So again, this is the Sword Australia APC. It's a full plate carrier. Comes with tons of accessories. You get the plate carrier with a kit. Optional shoulder pads are included. You get the skeletal cummerbund included in the kit. You get two size cummerbunds, small, medium, and large, extra large. And you also get standard side straps as well, so if you want to rock just a simple webbing side for lightweight patrol. And you get two panels in the front. One is just PALS MOLLE webbing, the other is a triple magazine shingle. Should fit most AR platform 223, 5.56 caliber rifle magazines, like the AUG, M4, etc. will fit in there just fine. Check them out, swordaustralia.com. The kit's about $500 for the multicam, but pretty good pricing considering you get all this included. You don't need to buy one piece and then buy additional piece and this accessory and put it together. And by the time you're putting everything together, you're spending, you know, $600, $700, $800 and all the accessories. This is a one-stop shop. You get everything included. You are ready to go off the bat there. Again, the Sword Australia APC adaptable plate carrier. Be sure to like, subscribe, comment. We'll answer any questions you have as soon as we can. We got plenty more videos coming too.